I find it more difficult then to understand how the covenant of circumcision wouldn't still continue today.
We can simplify it as promising basically two things: a numerous seed who would inherit the land of Canaan, and it promised that one of his offspring would bless the nations. Much of it can sound unconditional. When God delivers the law to Moses, it's repeated again and again and again. Israelites, you must obey this law, you must obey this covenant, so that I can fulfill my promise to Abraham. So the first generation disobeys the old covenant, and they're destroyed in the wilderness, but God spares their children. Why? Because Moses intercedes, and he says, God, you haven't fulfilled your promise to Abraham. And
Right.
so the promise made to Abraham kind of acts as this buffer where the old covenant curses are not fully poured out. Solomon's dedication of the temple, it says that he made them as numerous as the stars of heaven and the seas of the sand shore, exactly what he promised Abraham. And he gave them rest, and he recounts the boundaries. He has fulfilled that promise. Solomon didn't obey God's law. The kingdom was torn in two. The 10 northern tribes, they're gone. They're done away with. They're wiped out because they bore the curse of the old covenant. Because that promise to Abraham concerning them had been fulfilled, there is nothing left to hold it back. The question is, why didn't that happen to Judah? That's because we've got still the second Abrahamic promise that wasn't fulfilled yet. That was the promise that Christ would be born. And that's ultimately what God promised to David. He narrowed that promise from Abraham, Isaac, Jacob to David. And so it's the tribe of Judah who is now spared because that second promise hasn't been fulfilled. The other 10 tribes aren't spared because that second promise isn't going to be fulfilled through them. And then what do we see? Once Christ is born, that second Abrahamic promise has been fulfilled. What happens to Judah and Jerusalem?
Yeah, they're destroyed completely.
They're destroyed. The wrath is poured out. Now they bear the curse of the old covenant. And so that has come to an end. The 2 Abrahamic promises have been fulfilled. There's nothing left for it to accomplish. It's done its purpose. God has fulfilled his promises. There's nothing left of it.